get your blood moving, we're going to go over a jumping jack. So very simple. Arms up and touch out overhead, legs spread wide. Second one is a seal jack, a version of a jumping jack. This time instead of arms overhead, we're going arms out to the side. I'll do this way. The third one is a crossover jack. So we're going to come across, arms and legs cross at the same time, kind of switching as we go back and forth. From there, after those three, we go into pogo hops. We jump up as high as you can, bringing our toes and our ankles up or dorsiflexing as far as we can, repetitively rebounding off the floor. From here, we're going to go into a forward lunge. Step forward, knee pushing forward over toe, heel flat on the ground, driving back up. Good. After those, reverse lunge, similar, stepping back. Again, nice and stable here, no wobbling, no shifting, no use of the hands to stabilize ourselves. Pulling forward, each leg. After that, we're going to go into a lateral lunge. Two options here. We can either step out and come back up, chest nice and tall, or my personal favorite, just start spread wide, more of a Cossack lunge. Hands can come out in front of you, leaning out to one side. Try and drive your knee out over your toe, push your hips back, back forward, and then leaning off to the other side. Coming back up, trying to reach lower each time. The last one for the lunge series is going to be a curtsy lunge. So we're going to take one leg behind the other. It doesn't matter how far across you go, just as long as you cross the midline of the opposite leg. So we could come here, knee touches the ground, coming back up, or we could reach further across, get a bigger stretch in that glute, and then back up tall, again, executing on both legs there. From there, we're just going to move to body weight squat. Hands kind of reach out in front of us, push away from you as hard as you can. Toes rooted into the floor, knees kind of over ankles. Sit down, pause for a second, come back up, performing reps here. Then we're going to go into a squat stretch. So hands going underneath the big toes. Reach down, feet about hip width apart. You're going to squat all the way down, push your elbows, push your knees out with your elbows. Stand straight up, feel that stretch in the hamstrings, a quick pulse there, and then back down. Another quick pulse, and then back down. You feel that stretch all the way through the posterior part of your hamstring there. From here, we're going to go onto the floor. Simple glute bridge, both feet onto the ground. Two ways of thinking this. You can either think push your hips towards the sky as you come up, or what works better for me is you're going to think take your knees, your thighs, and push them that direction as far as you can go, driving your shoulders into the ground. Hold for 1 second, and then drop back down. After the double leg glute bridge, we're going into single leg. You're going to take one knee, hug it into your chest, push through this leg, and drive that knee through the wall, through the front of the room, hold for a second, and back down, repeating on both sides. Next one, iron cross, arms out to the side, leg up, over, trying to touch that hand, trying to keep your shoulder on the ground, don't let that shoulder roll, repeat back, up and over, kind of going back on both sides. Iron cross. Next one is scorpion, roll onto our stomach, arms out to the side, again, shoulders stay on the floor, we're going to take opposite heel to opposite hand as best we can, try and touch, and then come on back. Try to keep those shoulders square to the floor, trying not to roll off that direction. Good. From here, we're going to go to hand release push-up. So starting from the floor, you're going to pull your hands away from the floor, push down, up in that push-up position, lower back down, hands come off the floor, pull up, and then push back down. After that, we go into a T push-up. This one, we're not actually going to execute a push-up. We're going to hold the plank position, strong on one arm. We're going to rotate all the way over, feet fold on the side, push through the floor, reach through the ceiling, pause for a second, then back down, and then rotate to the other side. Pushing through the floor, feet rotate to their sides, reaching through the ceiling, and then rotate back down.